Hey y'all, Zach here. In today's video, we're going to be discussing how rare is it to bench press 2 times your body weight, and is it possible, right? Okay, before we start today's video, I would like to quickly shout out my workout program, right? Program I designed myself to help me get to a 405 bench, a 635 deadlift, and a soon-to-be 500-pound squat with just, a month and a half of training, right? But quick disclaimer, right? If you just have slightly above average genetics, I would 100%, stay away from this workout program if you don't want to be called a fake natural, right? Even if you're not using performance enhancing drugs, this workout program will probably make you labeled a fake natty, right? I'll have the evidence right here and right here and right here. But I'll just use those because this could be a whole clip by itself. But again, it's only $5, less than a Big Mac, but more fulfilling. All right, back into the video. This video is brought to you by one of you guys, which is so awesome. I love when you guys request videos. It really makes my job easier. And if you guys have any video requests you want me to do, please comment it down below. It's super awesome. And I still need to make a video about me strict bar curling. That I want to make a proper video about that, right? Okay, getting straight into it. According to statistics, it's about 0.3 to 3% of the world population can bench press double their body weight, and it's safe to assume these people who are bench pressing double their body weight are probably enhanced, right? And that's nothing, against them. It just shows you like you're going to need a little bit more extra than just some consistency and some, friendship power to bench press double your body weight, right? That's some serious weight. I mean, I'm 218 pounds, right? To bench press or get that title of bench pressing double my body weight, I need to bench press 436 pounds. It took me 2 years to get to 405, right? And here's a video of me doing so right here. Come on! Fucking easy, bro. Right, I'm pretty close. But 405 for me is like an on and off relationship. I hit it and some days it's like, oh damn, that's like an RP of 9. And then there's days where it's like, I don't know who you are anymore, right? You're trying to kill me now, right? And we just had such a good time last week, right? And it's crazy. That could be just, deloading, needing to deload, CNS adaptation, stuff like that, or CNS overloading, where your CNS is very fried and weight that you used earlier or, pressed earlier, it just feels a lot heavier, right? But I don't think that's the case for 405. 405 pretty much always stays heavy unless you get to 405 pounds body weight, probably, right? But that just goes to show, like, double your body weight is insane, right? And it took me 2 years to get to a 405 bench, which apparently is very above average, right? It's like insanely above average. It took a lot of people who I know who are really strong as hell, like about a decade, and they are natural lifters, about 8 years to 10 years plus. And I'm like, damn, I don't even like, that's some amazing grit and consistency right there. And that's honestly what you need to hit a double body weight bench press, right? And the 3 things that you need to have to hit a double weight body bench press is consistency, discipline, and pretty much elite genetics, right? You need all 3 of these. These are mandatory, right? How do you expect to bench press, like double your body weight, pretty much 2 of you on your chest and not have elite genetics, right? And obviously insane amounts of consistency and just discipline, right? And I'm not talking about motivation where you're like, yeah, I gotta go to the gym. I feel super motivated at 3 a.m. in the morning. No, I'm talking about discipline is where you just don't even want to go, but it's like, how do I expect to grow if I don't want to, if I can't show up, right? That's the discipline we're talking about. That's what gets you gains, not some motivation that peaked at 3 a.m. in the morning, right? Like, oh, I want to suddenly do push-ups. No, I don't want to do push-ups, but I'm going to do them anyway because I want to see myself improve and see my future self do better, right? That's discipline, and that's what you need. Obviously, consistency. Consistency is just pretty much you showing up all the time. Just think of it as, clocking in at work and getting that paycheck. You're consistently showing up on time, you're consistently clocking out, and you're consistently getting that paycheck, right? That's what I'm talking about when it comes to consistency, just showing up, dude. And obviously the elite genetics, right? You're just going to need elite to above average or above average to elite genetics. You just can't expect to be pressing weight twice your body weight and not have elite genetics. That's just not how it works, right? You are just obviously a phenom. Like, you're genuinely, when you bench press double your body weight, you are the strongest person on the planet. You're not one of the strongest people. You are the strongest person on the planet. Obviously relative, right? And so the question is it possible? Anything's possible, but it really it really depends, right? Like, let's say, like, for someone to be able to bench press double their body weight, like, I feel like the most optimized person to be able to do that is probably someone who is 5'9" and under and weighs about maybe 170 and under, right? So to be able to bench press double your body weight with those statistics, you'd have to bench press, 340 pounds? Obviously harder said than done, but with you having, better leverage mechanics than I do, right? You're a short, average dude. You have your wingspan's a lot shorter, so that makes your range of motion a lot more shorter. Your bar path isn't going to be insane. Is it going to be 3 business days up and down, right? And as someone who's shorter, you put more mass on quickly, right? And most of that mass is muscle, and that's what you need to press insane amounts of weight, right? So is it possible? Yes. Is it guaranteed? No. Right? Like it said in the screenshot of the statistic on Google, most people will never be able to bench press double their body weight, but it's still possible, right? Like, factually you could, right? Possibly, maybe not, but factually you could. But yeah, like 5'9" under, with a 170 pound body weight, statistically, you obviously have a better chance at doing that. Again, that's with you having really good genetics, you're consistent, and you're disciplined, right? Again, I'm pretty close myself. I'm 31 pounds away, but that 31 pounds really makes a difference, right? I mean, shoot, like I said earlier, 405 is an on and off relationship. I might never even, I right now can't even consistently hit 405, dude. I was benching today. Again, I was kind of injured. I'm still injured. Like, upper back trap is kind of injured. So I wouldn't say it's really like a big thing. I'm just saying, like, even though I'm slightly injured, it doesn't take away from my strength, but it still shows that, like, I'm inconsistent myself, right? Like, here's me struggling on 365, right? And that's me with having a 405 bench. So I feel like I still am a very long ways when it comes to bench pressing. And again, another thing I do want to add, like the fourth thing is, well, it kind of falls in with discipline, but it's also mental, right? I have the discipline to always show up and do 405, but mentally, am I there to want to really pursue this? Am I mentally able to envision myself bench pressing double my body weight? Yes, I am, but I'm also like, I kind of want to work on other things like overhead press. Like, you guys see me doing overhead press more. That's something I kind of want to do. I'm going off a tangent, but it still relates to the video because the fourth thing is mentality. Like, if you can't see yourself doing it, then you probably won't be able to do it. And that kind of applies to everything, even outside of the gym, right? But yes, is bench pressing double your body weight possible? It is possible. Factually, it's possible, but is it guaranteed? Possibly not, right? Probably not. Most people don't have the consistency, or they probably lack the genetics and discipline to do it. But I always do say, like, if you only have 2 out of the 3 things, and usually that third thing being, advanced to elite genetics, you could probably replace it with performance enhancing drugs, right? Steroids, if I'm just being honest. But the funny thing about that, the caveat about that, or I guess the irony about that is, if you have genetics that don't really respond well to performance enhancing drugs like steroids, you're probably not going to do well anyway. You're not going to get any of the benefits from it at all. There's some dudes that you wouldn't even guess that were on performance enhancing drugs. I'm talking about dudes who don't even look like they work out. They go to the gym, but they look unimpressive, right? Or they look okay, like they look decent, but if they were to tell you they were on steroids, your jaw would be on the floor. You'd be like, there's no way you're taking steroids, dude. I'm bigger than you. And I've been in the gym for about like a year and a half, right? That's just how it is. Some dudes just get all the downsides, all the negative effects from steroids, and none of the positives. they're out there, and it's kind of sad. Like I said, the genetics really is a big factor on if you can do it or not. But yeah, that's pretty much today's video. I believe it's possible, but again, it's probably not guaranteed. But you know, yeah, that's today's video. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, please leave them down below. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and really appreciate you guys. Just love doing this comment. And again, if you have any other video requests you want me to go over, please comment them down below. It really makes my job easier. Appreciate you guys.